if you're playing in a smaller area with more players in, then it's likely that the player on the ball is often going to be faced in a situation where they might have to beat a defender or outplay a defender. So in those situations, that's where they might be doing shoulder drops and side-to-side movements. So that is going to be developing agility there. If you usually use full-size goals or big goals, which encourages players to shoot from further away, you might change that to smaller goals. So they're going to have to get closer to the goal. So again, it's probably going to put them in more situations where they're closer to defenders. They're going to have to evade defenders. As always, it depends on the level of your player. You might want to reduce the number of players that you've got, but have a bigger space to play in if your players aren't necessarily as good. So then they've got an opponent, but they've got a lot of space to beat that opponent in. Similarly, you might do like a man-to-man marking rule where you are only allowed to be tackled by your direct opponent. So yes, you're going to have a player to beat, but you're going to have a lot of space to outplay them in. So there's lots of different ways you can do that. One thing to bear in mind with all of that is agility and speed are often grouped together. If you're playing in smaller areas where there's lots of other players in there, yes, you're going to increase the number of evasive movements you potentially have to do, but you are going to reduce massively the opportunity for players to hit top speed. So if you want players to get faster, you want them to hit their top speed more often, you want them to hopefully push their top speed. Like with everything that we talk about, they actually have to be doing that. So if you're creating game situations which are small areas, lots of players in there, it's unlikely that players are going to hit their top velocity very often. So you're not going to be able to stretch that and develop that. So with everything, there's always trade-offs, but that'd be quite a big one in there.